Well, this is Brad Ring. We're back with another episode of Brews with Brad. I am here with Evan Newton. Thanks for coming on the show, bud.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
We are shooting this one here from West Fork Whiskey. Fantastic place. We got some nice old fashions here.
Yeah.
I tried an Indiana Mule as well. Both of them are amazing. So if you haven't been here, come down, check it out. I guess I'll kind of rewind a little bit. When you were deciding to come to Indy, talk to me a little bit about that process, because you came with a couple Cincinnati guys, which I'm sure made that transition a bit easier.
Yeah. Actually, I called you about it since we know each other for a while now. But yeah, you know, it was obviously last year had a good year, and some things got a little weird towards the end of the year, and that's how it goes. And I was still kind of on the cusp. Wasn't sure. I didn't really get an answer from Cincinnati for a few months, so I was kind of, they weren't giving me a yes or a no. I had a couple other interests from other MLS sides, but with how it all works, I kind of was like a hostage, I guess. I couldn't really go anywhere else in the MLS unless I was, sold or traded there, since Cincinnati gave me no, answer. So I was waiting on that, and then Martin had been calling me since the start of the season and calling my agent and stuff, and I knew, he was patient, and I knew they were very interested here, and as well as Tampa. So they basically, a couple of the MLS things fell through because it just took so long, and
right. The old soccer struggle.
All that with Cincinnati took forever, and ended up kind of messing things up there with the MLS options. But that's, it's okay. I really. I'm here for a reason. I'm excited, and it's been a great year so far. And I'm able to we're playing out of the back. I'm able to play with my feet a lot and kind of showcase that side of my game that I haven't really been able to showcase before, to the, in the national scene. So I'm really happy with my choice to come here. It was basically between here and Tampa after everything else fell through. So.
You've gathered some accomplishments over the last couple of years. What would you say is kind of your proudest accomplishment? Part one of the question. Part two would be, what is your, what are you aiming for? What are you striving for? You said maybe another shot at the next level, but do you have any particular goal out there that you're really kind of working for?
Yeah, I mean, from a soccer standpoint, I don't know. I'm proud of last year in particular. How after having such a great season. Everything happened, really weird situation towards the end, and all of a sudden I wasn't playing out of kind of nowhere, and I was proud of myself for how I handled that situation. I still got a couple games at the end of the season, and how I was able to kind of stay in it and perform even with all that going on. I think in the past I might have kind of, freaked out a little more, or not handled that as well.
So I feel like I'm obligated to talk about alcohol. A little bit. Yeah. What's your drink of choice? If you're gonna go home after a game, after a long practice, whatever the case is, on a Friday night when you got to buy, what are you drinking?
Playing in Sacramento for those couple years, and even San Jose a little bit, we're spoiled with wine out there. So I never really was a wine guy until you had Napa and all the wine country an hour away from you.
Sure.
So I really appreciated a nice glass of red wine.
Any kind in particular?
I mean, if you're just talking grocery store, quick $10 bottle, you gotta go with a Pothic, maybe a little Josh's if you want to get crazy and hit a $15 bottle.
If you really want to splurge on the off weekend.
Josh's is decent. But yeah, a nice red wine. Obviously, I do love a nice bourbon on the rocks. I don't really like a lot in it. I like a whiskey or a bourbon just on the rocks, like we have here.
It's perfect.
Nothing too crazy,
Nice and simple.
Don't mess up a good thing. And it's just a nice little sip, just sip it. Maybe I do enjoy a cigar in the off season. My dad's a big cigar guy, so a little on the rocks with a cigar is perfect in the off season too.
There you go. Awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you joining me.
Yeah,
We're gonna cheers on the way
one more
out.
Time. Yeah. Palate's a little dry after talking.
It's fantastic. If you haven't come down to West Fork Whiskey, check it out. Awesome place. Blake here, one of the owners, is the man, and here a lot. So come check it out. Say hi, and have a good time.